The house is quiet, coffee has been brewed and sipped, and I've got a whole morning to myself before I need to get really moving for the day. As the morning fog lifts, my consciousness is bombarded with flashes of things it has difficulty comprehending, which are then shoved into my mental catalog in no particular order. These are some random TTRPG thoughts. Let's roll it. Before I begin, I want to thank everyone who has done the whole like, comment, share, and subscribe routine for any of the videos on this channel. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate it. I know a lot of YouTube creators are getting swamped this month because YouTube has changed the algorithm again, so all of that really helps. I also want to shout out my coffee contributors who support the channel out of the kindness of their hearts. If you'd like to contribute to the caffeination of this channel, the link, well, that's right over there. And if you're looking for some fun hoodies and t-shirts to wear, check out my DM Tales merch shop with designs like this fancy call to adventure featuring the channel motto, roll some dice, worlds are waiting. With all that out of the way, let's get to the randomness. I am bummed that we were unable to run Monty Python's Cocurricular Reenactment program this week. Brian, get well soon, really. On the other hand, I am grateful to my players who all rolled with the punch and joined in for some awesome streamlined superhero fun. Here's my advice. Do not mess with Sally. I finished Tabletop Role-Playing Therapy this week, and I have to say, it's a really good book. Also, I do need to point out, if you check it out for yourself, understand that it is from a professional press, and books like that are pricey. Now I'm on to playing at the world. Since I rejoined the hobby, I have grown to love easy onboarding games. And I entered the hobby with basic expert Dungeons and Dragons, so I guess I've always loved easy onboarding games, but I gotta say that games like Into the Odd and Streamlined Superheroes reduce character creation so much that play can begin in about 5 minutes after everybody sits down at the table. These are perfect convention games. We will have a few players out this week for my Dragonbane session, so we're not actually going to be playing that session this week. We are going to play something, and I need to figure out what. Nice rundown here. The president takes over the DC police, citing a made-up crime wave. The Texas GOP is trying to give themselves more congressional seats because we can, and the president ordered them to, and other so-called red states are now following suit. In response, California has declared that they're going to do the same as a mutually assured destruction move, terrific, which has other so-called blue states following suit. The Texas GOP, in the meantime, has basically responded to all this by saying, screw you, we do what we want. And now the governor of New York has declared that they're in a state of war. This is wonderful. Oh, and the regime apparently doesn't like free markets and is instead embracing state capitalism. If you don't know what that is, look at China. All of this is at the feet of Trump and his paper-thin skin because this is what autocrats do. They try to seize every lever of power and then delegitimize opposition so they can pull the levers to keep that power. Do not let the fascists have an easy time of it. I really would like to pick up Gunslinger Knights from Monty Games, but I'm saving up for both GameholeCon and the Cypher Evolved crowdfunding campaign that's going to be starting soon, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit. My review queue is long enough as it is already anyway, so I can afford that. I need to run the Electric State for a live stream soon. Now, what could I write for a scenario? The adventure that I ran for Streamlined Superheroes this week on the live stream was first written for my Hobby Lunch group, which is running Cypher System Superheroes. It took maybe 15 minutes to convert. The adventure itself is a follow-up to my first Sentinel Comics RPG adventure, though that adventure actually takes place in the fictional Old River City instead of Philadelphia. My goal now is to write about 5 or 6 adventures to use and make them for all 3 systems, and that way if I want to run a superhero game, I can have my choice. I also know that people really want me to check out Tiny D6 Superheroes, and I promise you, it is on my radar. I need to figure out what Monty Python's Cocurricular Reenactment program adventure I want to run at Brewery 33 in Riverton, New Jersey on August 24th. The fun starts at 5 p.m. and it's first come, first play. I don't have a lot of time. I guess I better get on that. It amazes me how many of my current connections have come through the TTRPG hobby. There are people I know, friends I've made, and contacts established, all because I enjoy sitting around a table to shape a cool story with some other people while we all roll funny dice. I love it because it connects me with people who cherish story. And not just cherish story to tell a story, but to recognize that they are part of a story. This is all very cool. Okay, coming up on the channel, on Friday, August 15th at 10 a.m., I am going to be doing my next Skipping Lunch with Jason Campbell of Shadowmane. He's currently got a backer kit campaign going on for 6 Gun Doomsday, and I am really looking forward to chatting with him about that. And I am really thankful to Jason for his channel membership, so full disclosure on that right in front. Also, after that, I've got my Dreams and Machines review coming up. I really do like the 2D20 system. I love the setting for Dreams and Machines. Just have to finish the GM book, and hopefully I'll be able to start writing that review next week. I'm going to spend the weekend trying to finish out all the pages that I have to read. Should be fun. After that, I've got Dave Ward's Ironbound, and then Star Trek Adventures, and then all these fine games on the shelf, which I am beginning to run out of room for. That's a fun problem to have. And I am really looking forward to bringing all of this to you as soon as I can. So until we see each other again, folks, happy playing, everyone.